Hello. I think we're live.
Cool.
Yes.
Nice.
Uh, if we are live, please leave a message, folks, so we can know. Oh yeah, there's a viewer now. Great. Okay, stuff is happening. My
You
camera is being.
you can see the viewer count and all that stuff. I only see like comments here, right? So you'll just keep us
Yeah,
posted if there's
I'll keep you posted. All right, so we've got
right.
a couple people live on X, a couple on YouTube. We're gonna just give it a couple of minutes and then get started. But basically, the idea today is that Uh, we're going to just be chatting about life in tech while building a fun app using Databutton. And I'm Viral. I'm CPO and co-founder of Databutton. With me, I have Martin Jensen.
Hello.
I only do live streams with people named Martin, so this is two of two. Uh, and we're just gonna keep it chill and have a good time, and hopefully you guys enjoy yourselves while Martin is having some wine and I'm having a little bit of water over here.
Yeah.
So
I'll actually just start building or like start setting up things, I think,
yeah,
while we
let's
talk
do that.
because and to be honest, yeah, my name is Martin. I'm the CTO in Tree, ad agency and a digital agency here in Oslo. So we're building a lot of stuff, but I'm not building that much. I'm not coding that much myself these days. I used to work as a developer, but now it's mostly meetings and other things. So I'm really eager to like try out some of this stuff. So and I haven't really used Databutton that much because we were planning this thing. I've used it in its earlier days, and I've tried out some of the different sizes of AI builders like Cursor and Bolt and stuff. But this is so me coming fresh into it, and I will share also some experiences here. So I want to build something. Let me see if I can pull up some. I made like presentation. Let me see if I can bring that up.
Wow, I didn't know you made a presentation for this. Okay, I'm excited.
No, I used AI in pitch.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, nice bluff pitch.
no, it's not here actually.
This is here.
So what I want to build is I can just describe it here. Inviter, an app that lets you set up guest lists for web things and search. Allows you to input names and numbers as you want.
To give a little bit of background while you're typing in there,
Yeah,
as an attendee at Martin's wedding, this was a really cool thing that he had made, pre being able to use LLMs to build things, where he created kind of like a list of people that was his attendee list, and for that group of people, they would get an SMS and kind of personalized invites and personalized requests for dietary restrictions and these sorts of things. So it's kind of this like way of registering and polling for all your preferences for an event. And Martin made a really cool one for his wedding. And I think you mentioned that people have constantly been asking you for this
yeah.
service so they can use it for their own weddings.
What I basically built is like I connected Airtable together with Twilio, and I had some like Next.js API routes in the middle that did some things here and there. Um, um, make it fun. I'll just add make it fun here. I don't know with that.
Maybe you could make your
Um,
screen a little bit bigger, like
yeah,
the yeah, and yeah, that's a bit better.
there's yeah,
That's
great.
that's that's good. Yeah, sick.
So okay, you're using Python. That's interesting. Uh, I'm more of a JS kind of dude, but let's see how that goes. Show thoughts. Okay. Assistant. Oh, nice. Okay, so I guess it's just writing stuff here now, but I know I want to use let's just for my sake, I want to like sketch out some things here as well. So like basically you want like a new event, like add details, the participants, and the questions. And I think like, okay, so the idea is like you get sort of a tutorial that you sort of add the participants of the wedding or whatever it is, and you can manage them, and you are able to add questions that you want answered, like dietary stuff. Do you want to carpool? Are you able to share a car? That kind of stuff. Or if it's, I did the same thing for my birthday as well 1 year, of like, do you wanna do you wanna do you wanna also buy food, because we had to reserve food in his birthday, so we could like make sure that everyone was said yes to that. So I also want to have like get initial message preview, that it sort of generates initial SMS. So this is like the
So you want the AI to generate the initial message, or something that we
yeah
can edit, or yeah.
and then of course edit, commit, send, and then view. And it would be cool if this was like real time. Actually, what happened, I was showing a friend what I built for my birthday, and I asked for like dietary restrictions, and one of my girlfriends, she was actually pregnant at the time, and I didn't know, and my friend didn't know either, even though he knew her. But we saw it come in Airtable like, I'm pregnant, only really well cooked meats. So like,
Big reveal via the Inviter app.
yeah. So we need some start page where you can push new event. We need some event detail page, or add participants, add questions, and then of course view responses. I want this to be like an Excel Airtable kind of format, where you can also
Yeah.
like get that out. Yeah, look here, we have the create event page.
Looks like the
Wow.
first thing you wanted.
Yeah. And it, but I don't know when you guys was founded, but let's say it's tomorrow.
That's good.
Okay, this
Oh,
is
sweet.
actually yeah. Actually, I want it to be. Now I'm just like, should I go into the details here now? Make guest names first and last. I want to do this because I want the messages to be like, hey Martin, or hey Viral, instead of like, hello Viral Shaw. So I want it to be separate like that.
Yeah, the personal aspect of this is kind of important early on. That's fair. It's
So
cool.
great. Let's see. And I
It's
mean,
pretty fun.
if anyone has any ideas, oh great, this is Martin here. Actually, we can just reply to him, I guess.
Yeah, that's our little outbound message to people who are to people who are coming in case they need any help.
Okay, let's focus on design later, but let's do Martin.
You have like a burner phone number, right? Okay.
Let's do this. So this is what's impressive about this is that it actually does. Where's what was this? Okay, so it just stores it as JSON now. Okay, so it doesn't have like stateful database, I guess.
No, so if you want to kind of have this stored in a proper database, then I would definitely recommend doing the going towards Firebase.
Okay, okay, I see that button up here. I'll just add question field type ported boolean string number. Yeah.
It's pretty funny though. I feel like back when we worked together, the workflow was much more like, I mean, this is like such a different way of working than when we used to work together with like sketching everything up and kind of handover and all these sorts of things, right?
Yeah. I also think like this is for me. This is maybe the best. I think I'm one of the best best persons to use this kind of thing because like I know a lot of this stuff. Just set up a Firebase project here. I know a lot of this stuff, but I'm not a productive developer anymore. So like I'm not really that good at like setting up an end-to-end app, but I know all the terms and I follow sort of the release roadmap for next and that kind of stuff. So and I know where to go to get the service accounts for Firebase. I mean, like I guess this fits me really well at least.
Yeah, and it definitely fits you for a live stream without any prep, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was the inspiration behind making this app the first time? You just love making like extremely custom small things.
I guess like it's the combination of being really lazy, um, because like or I hate I'm not lazy, but I hate doing the same thing many times. So like sending an SMS and like following up a lot of SMSs. I hate doing the same task over and over again. So I would rather do like doesn't XKCD has like information. I hate doing the same thing over and over again. And I would rather like spend more time building it than I have to like do the task itself. But I love this thing from XKCD. Like, how long can you work on making a routine task more efficient before you're spending more time than you save? This is like, okay, so say you spend uh, daily 30 minutes to do a task, then you shave off 1 second by across 5 years, right? Basically, so this is a good way of looking at it. And also this thing, I spend a lot of time on this task. I should write a program to automate it. And this is the theory of like, yeah, great, but then this is everything that happens, right? Ongoing development, and you need to like do stuff and debug it. And I hope like the data button helps me with this curve in the end.
I think so.
So okay, let's go back here. Did it add it's still writing the code? Okay. Okay. Add
What did you ask it
Firebase
to
in the meantime
change?
then. Add the question types to
Right,
the
right.
oh, this is a web app. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's call it innovator. Do you need Firebase hosting? I guess not. Or
No, no.
I think Firebase is great. I think it's still really really good. A lot of people thought that it was going to suck after Google bought them and stuff. But it's actually still really great.
Yeah, I mean that's what we use internally, and are very happy with it. Nice. And this is where like I feel like my own personal opinions are they start dropping off because I'm more in the like, okay, what are the tools that I need to get my job done? I usually trust uh, someone like you or the equivalent at our company, Martin to make
Yeah.
those kinds of decisions. Which is then it's nice to have kind of like something decided for that. Really, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, let's choose Firebase.
So we'll bring an umbrella. I think this is a good question. Okay, so now I have my event. I guess it doesn't send out anything yet. It just
No,
does. Okay. So okay, let's work on the actual. Mm,
yeah, because you didn't really
uh,
put anything about Twilio or anything yet.
no,
No.
there's actually I want to commit send on an event that will send to all guests and their questions. It will begin. Use GPT-4o.
Yeah.
Will questions per use for SMS. Create a view to show the time. I wanna have them in let's see. React.
I
What kind of
Nice.
like
What are you looking for? Or you wanna have more like a sheet type component or something?
yeah, this
I
looks
think you just
good.
asked. Hmm. I think we have some sort of. Well, you can't do npm installs, but I think that there's already something installed for this. You can ask the
Okay,
agent.
just I want all responses to show in a table like. Okay, let's see.
Let's see. It's pretty long message. Let's see how this
Yeah,
does. Like a mega feature.
great. And if
I
anyone
like it.
in chat has any questions, then please, or any IDs that this can do, then Twilio account SID. Okay, I'll just open up another browser here.
Looks like Avro over here is mentioning AG grid. I think that's one of the components that we have installed already.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
good.
But we'll see. Let's
Um,
let's get further along in that part. Um,
so this is the part that let's see. No, I'm not logging in Arc. I can show this process actually because this is so I want to send SMSs, right? So senders, do you need a message?
yeah, the process of setting
Um,
up kind of the more API keys and stuff from Twilio.
Yeah, because since I want responses, I need to get the phone number. So get started. I need to get the phone number that I can.
Oh yeah, to receive from.
Yeah. Let's do Norwegian since we want, or I guess it doesn't. We could have multiple numbers, but since we're in Norway, it's nice to have. So Denmark. Why doesn't it have Norwegian numbers? Okay, we'll just buy this number.
Excellent.
Let's assign an address.
You don't have your previous. Oh, you do need a Danish address now.
Yeah, but let's just find something.
We can use like Noma or something.
This thing maybe.
Ooh, a family restaurant. I guess there's no secondary verification for this phone number process.
To create an address, of course. No, I don't hope so, at least. Then Mark.
I see there's some questions coming in about how to like work with Databutton more efficiently.
Yeah.
And I'll mention a couple of things. I mean, there's a few things that are listed on our docs as well about like kind of how to do troubleshooting, how to make it more efficiently. So things like reflective prompting, where you ask it to kind of see what the problems, kind of like go through the code, go through the status of the app, see what the problem might be, come up with a plan to address the problem, and then go forward. So that's kind of one way to work with more like troubleshooting problems. But also I want to mention that we have a community live stream happening next Tuesday, where Avra is going to be kind of going more deep into techniques with using Databutton. And that's going to be happening on our Discord. So there's a link to that in the comments on YouTube. So if you kind of click on that and check it out, then you'll get a lot more information during that live stream happening next Tuesday.
Great.
The same thing with user. I see also a question about user authentication and payment plans. Avra's going to cover both of those in live stream, but they're also both. There are guides for that in our docs, docs.databutton.com. If you haven't seen that yet. Cool. Did you manage to get a phone number?
Yeah. So Twitter is actually pretty
Excellent.
good to work with. A point about Twitter is that they, when it comes like SMSs, they do some weird kind of billing stuff where they bill you after the fact, because they have a lot of the local phone operators do like afterwards billing, so you can have like your account suddenly like you thought like everything was used up and some of that, but then it gets into the minus because you then suddenly start using of other things, because the phone companies themselves also want to be paid. The phone number is this one. This is great. Just like ask me for them, so I don't have to like do my own environment.
Yeah, it knows what it needs
Yeah.
before it starts working a lot of the time. Looks like this is a big chunk right now.
I think that as well, but I think it's the same chunk, right? That's the important thing. It's not like some UI changes, and because I think working with like
That's
different
true.
cursor a little bit, it needs all the context, I think, to do this well, instead of me having to like go after the fact and like prompt it to fix it and do that kind of stuff. So in the database now, am I able to like go in and change the code myself as well?
You are. So if you look at like kind of that, you can, yeah, if you that some of these pages are behind yeah.
Yeah, great. But this isn't the funny thing about this. What is the most
Hmm.
important thing here is that it doesn't matter that much because like as long as it sort of works,
Yes,
that's the most important thing.
no, exactly.
Okay, the back. I'm actually really interested to see how the backend is built. Uh, this is for generating the initial message. It
Hmm.
uses GPT-4o Mini. I didn't ask you to do that, but it's not stupid to do that. But no, it's fine. It's thinking about costs, which is a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, might have defaulted to mini there. We can of course change that later.
But can I change stuff here and just save it, or will that fuck up things?
It looks like it's still working on those
Yeah, of
potentially
course.
it's still working on those parts. Um, so let's see what it wrote. Oh wow, implement a lot of stuff here.
Okay, backend SMS sending using Twilio, great. GPT-4o, well, webhook for having SMS responses, response storage and retrieval. Uh, that's it, I think, yes. I guess we can just test it.
Yeah, give it a go. I mean, let's see. Add some guests and questions you haven't ready. Send invites. Yeah, but you have to, I guess. You can test it in the dev environment, or you can deploy it and test it there.
Yeah.
What would you
I
prefer?
also
What do you want
gonna
to do?
I can test it in the dev environment here. I'm also gonna. I guess Sam has some question about like how to build efficiently, and I think like for these kinds of things, I think it's important to also like have a mental picture and a model of what you're building before you build it. Just a small thing of like writing up these like this like really cheap state diagram of like what will happen in the steps. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen uh, in the back inherent, but of course, like just understanding what you want to do, it's better.
Y-
So
Yeah,
stuff.
a lot of people who have been successful also kind of discuss that idea, their idea out with ChatGPT or Claude, and kind of come up with a plan for their app before they start executing on it, right? So then it's like you kind of know what steps you're going to be taking to actually like work through, um, and kind of building your app, like one user story at a time.
Yeah, it's good that you can see the thoughts there. I think that's and what model are you guys using behind the scenes here? Is it GPT model?
No, it's mostly for coding. It's mostly Claude Sonnet 3.5,
Yeah,
and
it's gonna be
we're
interesting
looking
when
at. I mean, sorry.
it's gonna be interesting to see then when the like reasoning models come in here because then I guess it's thinking a lot of more. And the Deepseek one or the O1 as well, too, that actually does more reasoning before it does stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like we some of them are like obviously. I think there's two things to consider. One is like kind of um with DeepSeek, we're looking at it, but it's also not multimodal yet, and there's other issues. And then
Mm.
there's also with the reasoning models, they're also fairly slow. So it's like there's a lot of like considerations into like what is best for some of the use cases that we have. But it'll be interesting to see kind of like what the workflow looks like when there's even more like reasoning in there and so on.
Yeah. I think actually you also need to bump my credits because I logged in with the wrong account here, my work account, which is the 3 email.
I can go ahead and do
I didn't
that.
realize it before now. Let's see here. Hooks. Okay, so the
Yeah, Sean was
storyboarding
asking
tool.
yeah.
Yeah, this is just FigJam. This is really simple. It's very similar to Miro or um, I know a lot of like developers tend to use Draw.io, which is really simple, really easy. You can just like go in here and start drawing. They also have like icons for like AWS if you want to like add in like data pipeline icon and like show your architecture more. But this is the same as Miro basically. So let's try birthday. See how far it got now. Okay, again, hook calls, fix errors. Yeah, nice. Read the console logs. So
Sorry, I'm trying to find your yeah, I found your email address in our system and I'm topping up credits. Let's see
I
here.
can say a little bit about how we're using sort of AI tools in an agency.
Yeah, please.
Mostly it is using a cursor and that kind of stuff. Where like the developer itself uses it when they are building stuff. We mostly build things the same way that we have been doing. Like with okay, try to fix it now. With tools and Next.js, we're mostly building like websites and e-commerce sites. And I think like for that case, our developers used it to create components and do most of the like the menial tasks really quickly. But a lot of times it's the hard part about being a developer and especially like an agent developer is like knowing all the different integration points and like reading the documentation and understanding like the business objectives. So I'm not saying I definitely think we're gonna get there with stuff like the data button, but it's not there yet. I think like that's the state now.
Yeah, and I mean um you guys are also a big dev shop, so Cursor's a perfect tool for developers that are working on kind of a code base in GitHub. Totally makes sense.
And, it seems like it's struggling with some authentication stuff, but I haven't really asked for it to build authentication now. So if it still doesn't work,
Let's see.
it's included the authentication. So of course, because it thinks I want to like create events as a user, so of course you need some like shielding from other users. So I'll just ask it to like remove it for now, and we can re-add it later.
Yeah, let's see. And Martin, you were before we got on the call, you were kind of messing around with your LED light using your voice. What's the deal with that?
I the same as like me wanting to automate like menial tasks is the essence of that is like home automation. I think like instead of having to go up and turn off the light switch when you go to bed, you can actually just do it from your phone or a button that is on your desk. Let's see here. So I try to like automate as much as I can. Not automate, but like at least the lights and regular stuff like the door and that kind of stuff. So yeah, home automation. I think that's really cool. And but it's hard. It's so many standards out there. You have Zigbee, Z-Wave, now Thread. You have different hubs. Home Assistant is huge, but it requires a lot of like finicky stuff. You have to build yourself and set up yourself. And so I moved into this house like almost like a year ago.
Yeah.
Now finally I'm starting to get to a point where like most of the lights are like automated and controlled by some flows and stuff like that. Because like the best I don't think necessarily that going to Siri and saying like shut off the lights or pressing buttons and this and that is the best way, but it's happening automatically when you go into the bathroom after hours. You don't want the floodlights turning off, but you maybe want it in the morning. You want things to like close the door or notify if door isn't locked, that kind of stuff. So yeah. So UI failed load event. Let's see.
That could be an old log though. I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see. Why is
There's something going on with the credentials here.
Yeah. Okay. I asked it to let's see. Let's just see here.
You can also paste in the logs. And also you can tell it to read the logs too.
But I'm not. Am I this? What am I gonna? This is now like a dev environment, right? So can I log in here?
Yeah.
I guess it's not set up with like no.
You should be able to log in there. I don't know why that didn't. If you click on log out and log in again.
But I guess it's not set up with Firebase. Okay. I guess it's because I told it to like.
You told it to remove something, so maybe it could have gone the wrong direction now.
Yeah, but this is exciting. Now we'll need to like debug this. Debugging with AI is one of the hardest things. I feel like because you need to like understand the area yourself a little bit as well.
Yes. Well, I mean, so this is where I think like doing some reflective prompting is also okay. Let's see this one.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can always like, I mean, I think if you kind of talk about the intended state, and then ask it to kind of reflect on what is happening right now and what the cause could be, then it might be able to kind of just fix it.
It says navigate to the authentication section. Is there an authentication section here?
Yeah, so if you click on the three dots next to SMS and three dots next to SMS and events, you can disable auth.
Yeah.
That's probably what that meant.
Is that done now? And yeah, it's done. I mean, we could just add the authentication. I just don't want to spend time on that now that this is just a test. Oxford. No errors in the logs. Okay, it successfully calls this. Press the authentication.
You click save, make the changes. The page has been refreshed for saving the changes. Once the
right.
But I would if it happens again, I would just describe kind of the error like more clearly in the
Let's see. It adds some sort of
but I think you can do kind of like a when I try to add an event using the homepage, you can also even tag yeah, I'm seeing this error. And then you can also just say like, why do you think this is happening? Don't write code. Let's see what it's.
When would you create new threads?
It's a good question. I usually do that. I personally usually do that for new tasks. But the issue the APIs are still protected at the router level.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So then,
Wait,
yes, please fix it. Let's see if that works.
should ask to read the code to make sure that that's the case.
But it does read the code usually when it does the analysis. But
Okay, yeah. See if I get the errors now. This is the nitty gritty of like building stuff, right? These.
yes.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here's my event. Even.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's the. Yeah, probably because it doesn't actually the page doesn't have like a multiple event thing yet, right? So now it's just loading what we've created. Maybe the
I failed to send events. Sure, all fields are correct and try again. Can I search for this in code? I can just look at this miss maybe then. Maybe this is a more generic error.
we can try the same like approach again. I think that's
Yeah.
with I'm getting this error now. What could the problem be?
$400.
I guess like we're blocking part of the screen here, so let's see if I can do something about that.
Yeah.
Make it cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't write code is a very useful it's a very useful tool. The thing is that the model is very eager to write code.
Yeah, I've seen that in Claude.
Yeah. So a lot of the time it's nice to kind of have it reflect, figure out what's going on, and then write the code. So it like has like a better kind of quote prompt or spec or whatever you want to call it to make decisions based on.
I haven't added any guests to the event yet. Okay, I guess oh yeah.
But you did.
I think maybe this is an old event that like lingers. Yeah, this is test event. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I just had to reload.
Yeah.
So it didn't have to. Question: will you be bringing how? Oh. And guest.
Yeah.
Question. Oops.
We're back to at least. Okay.
I fucked my input. So
you can just add my number instead if you want. Like add me in there.
can I change this?
You know my number by heart, right?
Yeah. But I
Okay.
just need to like remove this since I have this like asterisk in the end.
I guess there's no. You can just add yourself again as a second. Oh yeah, but maybe that'll mess it up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good
And
point.
I mean the design thing is I think is easy to fix. There's a lot of stuff I want to do here, but that we're not like focusing on now because it's easy things. But I want the logic in the backend to work first.
I think that's a good like.
Now it's sort of like very on the other side. They'd like me to proceed. Yes.
Yeah, it's going very it's checking for permission on the delete button now. That's fun. Yeah, no, I think it makes sense. Like, kind of getting an end-to-end system working before kind of adding all the bells and whistles and the additional things, and like kind of just does your like MVP or even smaller than that, like your V1, do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But looking for the delete button. Looking for the delete button.
Yes. This is pretty fun. I think I saw something just pop in.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, it's still.
I think it's still.
It should block me from doing stuff before I've.
Guest removed, but it didn't.
Maybe it doesn't.
It looks like the UI is there, but it's not. But maybe it's not actually stored. Well, it must be storing it somewhere. Is it in the JSON?
Let's see. Events, guest, delete. And what happened if I delete? Delete this actually.
I think it's from. Yeah.
Okay, error. No, I just wanted to start fresh with a new event.
No, I get that.
Remove. It's allow me start page with all events and allow me to create a new one.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
This isn't fixing my problem, but it's actually allowing me to create a new event.
Yeah, that's a good detour.
Okay, what else do we need here? We need. I was just going in and looking at the code for the SMS thing because I think that's interesting, because it's. I get the initial message. Okay, send invites. SMS to all. Hook. Try to parse response. Okay, so now it doesn't do anything smart. It just gets the answer. But I need them to tell it, like, if you haven't gotten the answer you need, or if there's a need for follow-up, then loop answer forth and back with the person until you get an answer. Maybe we should have some checks in as well that allows us to like stop. We don't want to send like 1,000 SMSs, given the AI costs to.
What do you mean in terms of like it doesn't check for the answer? Like, so when a user, or when you shoot out kind of let's say that we have a guest in here, like Martin Jensen, phone number, are you going to bring an umbrella? Yes, no, add question, send invite. Will it just send one SMS, or will it send an SMS until?
No, it'll send one SMS, but oftentimes it's like it's you need multiple SMSs to do, like, okay, great, and I wanted to feel like the
like a conversational type thing. Yeah.
Typeform has this thing, and Kevin is now asking
what are we
what
trying
we're
to build?
building. We're building an event or like a tool to fix RSVPs, basically, so that you can send out a wedding invitation or something like that, and then get responses back. But you can also add in all your questions that you want the guests to answer, like dietary restrictions, if they're able to carpool, anything like that. And then we will have an AI bot in the background actually sending out those SMSs figuring out if they need to ask a follow-up question to the invitee to basically get that question. And afterwards, you will get sort of an Excel sheet to see all the responses. That's the idea, at least. Yeah. So, but Typeform has this thing. What is it called? Typeform AI. It's called Formless.
Yeah, it's just it's a chat that kind of extracts
You basically,
answers.
instead of like asking questions and like field types, you write in what you want answered in like plain text, and then it'll figure out how to get those answers itself. Okay, where were we? Okay. Form at the top to create new events. So do refreshing then.
Looks like it removed stuff as well there. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I don't know why. Is it auto?
Saving off a lot of these things. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I don't know if it's like it's bringing you to that page automatically for some reason. There is a page with the event thing.
Does it work here?
No, doesn't look like it's removing the user or the guest.
Okay, so
But we can ask, like we can just ask if
yeah.
it's it's like, okay, when I try removing the guest, it says it removed the guest, but the guest is still showing up in the event. Why could that be?
I should have written don't. Oh yeah, sorry. Would you like me to deploy these changes so we can try it out?
Yeah, you can click deploy. It's in the top right corner.
No,
But I don't know. Like,
I mean, I asked it to fix stuff, and then it said like I can do this, but I didn't tell it to do that basically.
yeah. Somebody asked what Databutton does. We are using Databutton right now. Databutton is an AI app builder, so a coding agent inside of a website where you can talk to AI to build full stack applications, front ends in React, back ends in Python. People are
Now trying
building.
to build
Yeah.
build a control, and if this works, maybe we can monetize it and get some coins out of it as well.
All right, we got to get this. We have our first customer, or maybe
Great.
I don't know if Kevin would be the customer. I guess he would be like our affiliate. He would get some affiliate money for selling it to his friend, but
he can be like a wedding influencer easily.
yes.
Promoting this tool. No, but he'll get a free. I think everyone on the stream should get a free lifetime subscription to Inviter.
Your
I'm just
Twilio
giving
accounts will be
away.
blowing up.
Yeah.
That Danish number is going to be blowing up soon.
But this is also a good format to like. What I want out of this as well is because I have this idea of like I'm in parental leave now, so I'm just a lot of my days is just like going walking out with a stroller, sitting down in the coffee shop here and there. I have a lot of free time, but I don't have a machine like a laptop. And most of
Yeah.
these like AI builders now, as well as Databutton, is like course, you need a desktop. But if I could do these things on my phone and like be like the product manager of like building stuff on my phone while I was out walking, and between my like giving food and all the stuff I need to do, it does stuff for me. That could be
Yeah.
like the
Well,
revolutionary.
we're working on some new stuff that might satisfy your needs. Let's see.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good. Um,
Looks like
a
it updated a
feedback.
bunch of stuff here.
Yeah, great. A feedback to you guys. I think it should show me some more prominent like loading indicator when it's actually updating things, because I'm
Mm.
always about to like do stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Um, or Kevin's friend's wedding. Let's do that
Now you're gonna be a guest at Kevin's friend's wedding in June.
this
No, it's just
summer
said
in
this
June.
summer. Oh, I just assumed June.
That's the first of create an event.
Oh,
Location
what
found.
happened
Great.
there? Hmm.
Navigated to a page not found when creating the event. What could be the cause of this? Maybe
Yeah, this is.
do you think like the context is too long for the chat now, that we should like start over?
You could do that. Start a new thread. That could be part of it. I mean, I think that like we did do some like kind of. I think one of the challenges, like when you go kind of in a spike in like in one direction, then you kind of pull back out, and you start a new direction, right? Like we were like, okay, let's add like auth database, like everything, and then like pull back out a little bit,
Yeah,
and like let's remove all that, and like kind of try back, like, go back to kind of some form of this thing. Um,
yeah,
that makes it a little bit like challenging. There is also, I mean, we have a restore button, so if you click on that, you can see that up there. We'd have to go. I think
yeah,
we'd have to go pretty far back now, though, because
yeah.
we kind of did a bunch of
I'm
stuff.
not going back.
No,
I should probably do that, but it's
like a
I
true,
want to
like
see.
charging forward like a true developer.
Yeah. Okay, to create a new index page. Well,
Yeah, so like now that auth is enabled, I think it's kind of like assumes that like most things will be like the auth um usually assumes that most things are being done behind a login, right? So then it's like you have a landing page and then you sign in, and then that's like where all the magic happens is after that.
yeah. Deleted old delete file. Great. Do you want to deploy it? No, not yet.
So what does it look like when you go home now? It seems like it's just kind of in a weird state now.
I reload the whole thing, maybe.
Yeah, I mean honestly, we kind of we've learned quite a few things here. Oh, what? Why isn't that showing up in the?
Okay.
Oh, there's
Here we go.
Kevin's friend's wedding. There's inviter.
Yeah,
You can add more to manage. What happens if you click manage?
page on
Page
found.
not found.
So let's see. This is
Hmm.
the home view.
Hmm.
Events. Yeah, that's the events list. And that now gives event/event ID. But I guess this is this one. And it loads the event ID. Mhm. But I don't get access to the store and stuff here, so it's a little bit hard to debug, right? Because it's hiding some.
Yeah,
Store.
but
No,
I mean, like,
here we have it.
hmm.
Yeah. Let's just try to create. Okay, it's 2 internal store.
I would definitely prompt my way to the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably store like has renamed something
Let's
for what it stores, right?
do some things. Yeah. Let's what we will do is start a new thread. Assume the role. I guess that you guys are doing this behind the scene, but still.
Yeah, go for it.
This application plans stuff. Move internal storage. And
Yeah, I mean, like
yeah.
one like my approach usually is to describe the problems from the point of view of just being a user. I personally don't really read code. I mean, I can read it, but I'm not like as technical as you are. And so my approach is usually like, I'm experiencing this problem. Like when this happens, like when I click view events, it takes me to a page not found page. What could be causing this? Just kind of like that way of working with it, like over and over again, gets me to the goal more often, because it's like, and then I see that your approach has been more like, okay, let me go in, let me read the
Brute
code, let me
force.
see, like you're doing a bit more like of the analysis for it, and then like kind of
Yeah.
putting together a little bit more of like connecting the dots on like what could be the problem here, and then kind of guiding it in directions, which
Yeah.
also can work. It's
But
interesting.
now it seems like it removed the question text. It removed the actual event page when I did that earlier. So that was missing. So let's see. But this is the event page itself, isn't it? So there's something with the routing here. Yeah. I'm not gonna look in that much on the code anymore. You're right. I should use it as intended.
Well, I mean, the code is there, right? But like it's I would say it's a bit of a failsafe. But I do agree that we've kind of we might have gone into, let's see. Okay. Page not found. Okay. I would start with this problem then. It's like when I click on manage events, I get to page not found, right? I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Just sorry, go home again.
All right. What's the state?
Simen Bergan says in a loop. Might have to go back. let's
Hmm.
if this doesn't work, let's go back a few steps and get to the place where
I
it
think if
actually works well.
personal opinion is like if we end up being stuck here, I would just create a new app.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I mean, we didn't get that far here. The issue is the case mismatch. Yeah, like it's just okay. Sure. Yeah, there's this events and event thing. It's probably something. To update the navigation, the events page. Nice. How's the wine?
Good. I poured it in the beaker to be more. You can't, in Norway, you can't really show like alcohol produce on a stream. So this is actually
Is that
red water for anyone wondering.
yeah, it's a science experiment.
Yep.
I didn't know that there were such heavy regulations on streams.
No, but maybe not. But I'm not taking any chances.
No, no, no.
The the thing is, we were almost there, right? And we're stuck with some like navigational problem. That's not what I want to like struggle. I want to struggle with like the SMS back and forth stuff, right?
I know, I know. Ended up being a uh, weird thing here. I think it kind of like exploded in pages here somehow.
Okay, I'm.
Yeah, in the chats there's a sort of this point thing. Yeah, oh, you found that already. Nice, cool. You can go pre like I would just go pre-authentication almost.
Yeah, me too.
So go further up because yeah, you have to go further up because let's see here. Oh, now it doesn't work from there.
Think.
Updated app page. Maybe there?
Added off.
Yeah, there.
Oh, I want.
You can also click on restore, the button at the top, but it doesn't show you kind of the context as much.
No.
You want post auth?
No. This is added off, right?
Yes.
That's user ID.
But everything after that has auth, right? So then yeah. Seaman, I'm not familiar with the yellow button feature. I don't know what that means. But there should be an agent. They're problem solving together with you, and you end up in processes that don't work out. Spend time making prompts.
Hmm. Let's see.
The yellow button is just help from us.
Oh yeah.
So it's the chat feature where you can get help from us. I would just Martin, I would just turn you up. I think it will take us like 5 minutes to get to where you want to be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just do okay, so we're gonna do a new app. We've learned a lot. This is your first time ever using Databutton.
Yeah.
So we've learned, let's see. Uh you have your starting points. That'll be great. And then we want to immediately move into, I think, Twilio integration,
Yep.
like right after, because then it's like, let's just get like the end-to-end like SMS thinking working. Nice.
Like I know, but the annoying thing with Siemens is that I know I should use better prompts, but I don't want to, right? Because I want it to be, I do want it to be as good as me just saying like fix this or do that or build this, right? That's what we want, and I know that like I also have like I do like internal like counseling on like prompts here and there, but then when I'm doing it myself, it's I'm a bit more lazy. I think.
Yeah, it's like I think that the tendency to just be like, uh I want to have, I mean, you wrote a couple of like longer prompts, right? But like the kind of tendency to just like kind of add a prompt that is like um does one thing. What happened to the menu? Oh, you're installing
Yeah, well, just add it. I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe not.
maybe not. I don't know. Let's see.
Can I remove it?
No, let's just leave it. It's okay.
Okay, that's a bit.
Steven, we gotta have you on the next live stream. Shoot me an email.
See. Wonder if it now like assumes other places that it will get the responses. Like it's if it's like I didn't write it that it was like using Twilio and stuff. So it's yeah.
Let's link DM. Yeah, just hit me up on email or on yeah, LinkedIn DM. That sounds good. We'll talk. Um, what happened to the left menu here while you're generating? Did it pop out? That's weird. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. It's being
We have
covered by
login,
like
log out.
yeah, it added all the auth stuff.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Some serif fonts for us for your pleasure.
Trustworthy.
Yes. I want this to be used by corporates as well. So this is great.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, now
Sign
sign
in.
in. Great. Here, okay. Can you just
Configuration
auth?
not found.
Is the
Maybe
did the
the Firebase.
did the configuration you pasted in have some issue?
Let us see.
That would be like not funny, but like, like whatever the
Maybe I need to set this up. Set this up here. Wait.
I'm gonna die if it's like
No, we had bigger problems than that.
no.
Maybe I need to do and sort of enable authentication here. Do I need to do that? Okay.
Yeah, but that should or yeah, maybe that was it. Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, you do have to pick Google as a sign-in method provider. So if that was like the error there, then did that work?
Okay.
Ah,
Request action is invalid. This domain is not authorized. What's the domain it runs on?
Yeah, if you you have to click on the Firebase thing. No, the Firebase thing. Firebase console, select project, choose authorized domains.
It says so in the deploy domain. Okay,
Yeah.
it says so in the.
But
I
that
just
should be for
start
the
reading.
that should be for the deployed one.
Yeah, can I just see? I guess I'm in the databutton.com still, right? Let's just see. So you're all to preview here. And then. Great.
Yay!
Page not found.
It went to page not found.
I lost my thing as well. Let's see. No, just the appear to use it on event. Okay, create event. Somehow I'm
Yeah.
logged in now.
Yeah, you're logged in now. Yeah, because you logged in the preview link, which is the same instance
Yeah.
as in the dev server. It's just a preview instead of a different
Great.
tab.
When the.
Okay, so now we have this part. We don't have the Twilio thing, obviously. LinkedIn Avenue. Oh, this looks much nice. Oh, probably a routing issue then.
Yeah. Okay. Help me solve this bug. And one.
See, yeah. Yeah, you have to. I guess you have to mention which page you want it to go to. What page are you? What page?
It was the event detail page.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's the event details page there. Yeah, right. Then we move to the correct pages. Okay, so event detail needs to be moved to the correct.
Kebab case. Okay, it says that it tries to like.
Yeah, just say yes, because I think it seems like it's not moved. When you click on it, it's going to the wrong route. So
Let's see here.
Yeah, so I think you can say yes.
Let's change the. Should be to correct.
I think it knows. Like, now it knows.
I'm just
Or now
really
it has, like,
self-conscious about prompting now
Yeah.
after Kevin's whole rant, right?
Yeah, you got
Never use it. Expect changes.
Hmm.
It's a bit fugly URLs, but that's fine. Okay, try to
Oh,
navigate now.
Oh, I got a DM from Martin CTO that there are some cloud outages right now too. So
Oh,
could be why some. Kevin's friend's wedding has made it through this whole thing though. That's good.
yeah.
This is like this is what you really call some live unscripted going 20 minutes over. Just oh, okay, refresh.
The thing is, let's have a look at this because I guess it's
Mm-hmm.
easier to look at it here.
Yes.
Okay, do I have another user context here since I don't have any events? Yeah.
Shouldn't be. That's weird.
Add. I'm not
Maybe
navigating
something.
this.
You're like, it's like, can you autocomplete this Kevin's friend's wedding content now? Okay. Okay, page not found.
I'm wondering if it doesn't store it at all. If I go back now, refresh here. Okay, this is some weird. Maybe it would have helped if I didn't. It doesn't store anything. Add storage for events. Store them in Firebase.
Hmm.
Yeah, you turned off our cameras, Viral.
I did.
William wants to see our beautiful faces. It seems like you can move them to the or you can move them
I
to the top right,
I
top left corner. There's nothing interesting in there.
yeah, but it's I don't see a design for that. Like this is like where it let me put them. Shift 7. Oh, that's just for edit layout. Got it. Dynamic camera grid. Oh, wow. Okay. Top left a little bit. Yeah, let's give it a go.
Nice.
Yeah, I had moved us off because we were covering lots of stuff.
Yeah.
I have a strong feeling that we're kind of covering important stuff again. That's okay.
The most important stuff is happening here and over here. So
Yeah,
you see
that for sure.
it's also struggling with some font imports. That's why we're getting our beautiful serif fonts.
Mm.
Firebase integration is complete. Exciting. There's now
I think
create an
you,
event.
but I think you have to enable Firestore. So if you haven't done that, that might not actually be the case.
Then isn't it automatically enabled?
I don't know. I think people have had issues with that in the past working with us, so we're just working with Firebase in general.
Yeah. Yeah, what database did it?
It's like, where is it writing to?
Do you need any details from me on the Firebase integration, like the database name or such? It's a very polite way of saying I know you need a database name. Because I can see it here. It's probably in the no additional configuration needed. Okay, I don't believe you. Yeah.
All right. Where are we at now? So we got, it says that it's configured. Nam.
These Firebase rules is I've seen we've I've seen so many almost bad things happen with them because it's so people just like I see that they're added a timestamp here now that like
Yeah.
allows all read and writes, but this is a place you can really fuck up stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, you mean like just like completely wipe everything out and everything, things and such, or
Yeah,
let's see what happens here.
because you have like read from the front end and yes, suddenly we have some events. Okay.
What? Error
Waiting
adding
for it.
event, missing or insufficient permissions.
What did the rules say now?
Let's see here.
Um,
So it's a Firestore issue on that one with the permissions.
we basically have the same thing.
Okay, we've got a third Power Ranger that's jumped in here.
Hello. Yeah, I'm watching you guys. Great stuff.
This is Avro,
Hey,
our
Avro.
community lead.
Hello.
Hey,
Great stuff, Martin. I'm watching you live.
great. More secure version. Okay, never mind. What could
Do you have any tips for Martin on the Firestore aspects, Avro here?
No, I actually think this is going right. So if we just copy and paste these rules over out there and just deploy it, I think that should work. Yeah. And let's make the rules a bit more lenient. I think that should work. Yeah. If I just
because it seems my rules are very lenient, right?
yeah that should work for sure.
Also do just seeing code written.
Like the rules that are already there are pretty lenient.
The default one comes very lenient for all auth users, and I think the one
Yes.
which I'm seeing from out here, the chat in one screen. So I think that should work for sure. But did you develop and test hit that button?
That's just
Yeah. But
That's-
I'm thinking that like the what's up with the keys it has now? Firebase config. But it doesn't need a database name as well. Try and it should work now.
yeah, because you haven't created a.
It's just a
Okay, so that happened, but it's unclear if that's. Yeah,
did that work?
Yeah.
but is it stored in Firebase? Firestore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Is this a new
Questions?
number which you just bought from
No,
Denmark?
that's his own number. That's his own number. So he's married, ladies, but just sorry.
Okay, great. Should we then start a new thread about this like Twitter stuff?
I think
Yeah.
we can start a new one.
You can continue there too, though. It doesn't really. Yeah.
The
Usually,
event,
we always roll over if we have a lot of threads. Usually, we roll over the
Okay.
old ones. That's why you get it grayed out those areas, so you don't see those. So it doesn't take up the entire
Okay.
space. So you can start a new if you have a new feature, as Viral mentioned, or you can just go through it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Now I have event else in Firebase and add events. 1, 2.
I was just going to say like this Tuesday, I'll be live streaming over Discord. So maybe we can just go through this setting up with Firebase auth and also with the storage. That'd be
Yeah, and
great.
somebody earlier also mentioned getting payment set up. So I think like that, just like
Yeah,
I'm
let's try
sure.
it. Yeah.
I guess like having probably like maybe 2 different projects that you can work on in that live stream
That's right.
is cool.
All
right. So do you mean like the Firestore stuff, Simon? I don't know what's going on. Okay, yeah. Describe what you did there because that was some nerd-ish. It's funny because that was the maybe one of the few times like Martin didn't go into code, or I guess you did, but like didn't really like. There's no code really. I mean, the whole time we didn't really do code, but what it was just actually just doing the proper configuration in Firebase and Firestore. The thing is that in Firebase, it doesn't automatically enable Firestore. So, and that Firestore is where you actually store data about your app. And so, if you actually just go to docs.databutton.com and look at the Firebase, or the working with Firestore link, that's like that tells you kind of the full like both kind of the configuration things that you need to do inside of Firebase, but also the prompts that you can write inside of Databutton.
I think like I was trying out this a couple of times and figured out 2 prompts which actually works pretty well. One of them is just to speak with data button agent that yes, we have this utility files which I already see here, the store files and the type file. That's one prompt which we need to mention. Other prompt is the rules which we need to get from data button. What should be the rules? And once we deploy that rules, that's it. And yeah, there are prerequisites like enabling the the Firestore database. That's the one which Martin just did now.
All right, Martin, what are we working on? You're adding the Twilio integration?
Yes, enter. I want to create a functionality to send a SMS to all participants with a pre-generated first message using GPT-4o. The message would include an invite with a question to RSVP. I'll be using Twilio for sending messages and receiving SMSs. We need to keep track of all messages for all users, since you might want to send follow-up messages if the user doesn't answer our questions right away. Okay, Twilio token. Funny that it doesn't show up in like the protected way now.
Oh yeah, like you mean the no, you don't have to do you just say don't put it in there. Don't put it in the chat like that. Okay, well, never mind.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I didn't put that last
No,
thing in.
it was phrased a bit weird by the agent. What it was, I think, what it meant to tell you is that we're gonna need these things before we implement, and I will ask you for them.
Oh yeah,
but it didn't say that.
yeah.
It didn't say that it will ask you for them. So.
The problem here is that this thing is is a smaller font than this thing.
We're
I
working
read
on
this
the
thing.
chat. Yeah, totally agree.
That's the second time it's happened that I didn't read the entire message. So I don't know if this is some. Yeah, it's me. It's not you. Which I'm saying to the Databutton.
You're telling Databutton. Nice.
The PDF menu. What PDF menu needs a GPT agent? Simon.
Yeah, that PDF menu needs to be a GPT agent. Do you mean like just like the docs, like the help? Maybe the kind of please add more context if you if you would be so kind. But my assumption is that kind of the idea of being able to talk to the docs somehow, get the help from the docs when you're prompting.
We're
That makes sense.
using
That makes sense to me.
we're actually doing a lot of these kind of like tools at work at our agency, like writing like PDF understanders and stuff like that. And Con Assistant is pretty new, but this is really great because it's like if you want to like implement RAG, like retrieval or augmented generation of like uploading PDFs, understanding them, and then being able to chat about them, that has been like a mess to build. Either you have like pre-built solutions that you can use, or you can like build it yourself using like Pinecone databases and vector databases and all that stuff. But this thing is like sort of the same as OpenAI assistant and all the other assistant, but here you can actually upload your PDFs manually into their admin interface, and then you get like a OpenAI compatible endpoint which you can chat with and build solutions around, chats around, which is really nice. So you don't have to build any of this like pipeline as well, which is. The only problem is that this kind of understanding of like PDFs is only text, right? While while Claude is the only one now that has PDF
like
support,
actual image.
which is actual image. So it does a couple of things. It takes the texts, and also it does pictures and charts and tables as well, which is much more great than just like text and doing that in vector store. See how our yeah. Enter your username. No, I can just wait for this, right?
You can wait if you want. But it also just takes like 3 seconds if you just hit deploy. So in the background.
But send invites now. Will it send an invites to all of them, or yeah? I guess this is just.
Yeah, it's a weird spot for the button, I guess. Message undefined. authenticated.
Oh, I got a message.
Did she really? Let's go.
Hey there, you're invited to Kevin on January 31st. Kevin, can we count on you to join the fund? Please RSVP. Great.
All right. Well then,
Great.
that's sounds like we got the MVP up, and
It didn't ask me.
it didn't ask if you're gonna bring
Well,
umbrellas.
but I know now. Well, I need to configure webhook and search in. Please provide the web and video for business reply.
All right. So to summarize so far, we went through one app where we went into a lot of rabbit holes, which is just happens a lot with AI, like undeniably. Like this is super raw session, like actually unscripted. Martin told me what he wanted to build 10 minutes before we went live. So we didn't prepare anything. And so the app idea was being able to create events and customize invites where the people who get invites can actually get SMSs and respond conversationally to those invites. And over time, we collect data that helps us plan the event. So things like whether they're obviously like RSVP, but also whether they're vegetarian or not, like dietary restrictions, whether they're bringing an umbrella, which is the specific question, et cetera, et cetera. So like customizable in that way. After kind of that first app's learnings, which we spent about an hour on, we created a completely new app and spent now about 35, 40 minutes and have something working end to end with login and SMS being sent to guests that are added to events. And now Martin wants to kind of make it go even further and further. But I think I'm for the sake of our live stream, maybe we should cut it off in a couple of minutes. What do you think, Martin?
Yeah, I just want to add that like it was prompting me all the time for like deploying the app, and I was like, why are you so on me for this? And this is because it wanted to have a place to send the webhooks from Twilio when I reply to this message. So now I've added that because you need to specify in Twilio a place where they can send us messages back. So let's see now if I added this. I will be coming. We can also debug here in Twitter as well and see it send one SMS here. You should get one back as well. Thanks, Lord.
We might have to do part two. Maybe
Yeah.
not tomorrow, but Siemens asked me for part two.
I think I already have another live stream idea with Martin. We should do another part two of this, and we should also add a Stripe hook with this one as well.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to work on this anymore until we have our next live stream, Martin.
Okay.
And keep it completely real as much as possible.
But let's try to schedule something in next week if you have time.
Yeah.
Sick.
We'll touch it.
And
thank you so much for helping so much, Bill, and also, of course, Simon as well. Great having you here. And this was fun. As I said, this is the first time I'm really trying out Databutton. So the whole like UI is new to me and everything, but it's very intuitive and you know you have what you need right in the center and the front. So this was really fun, and I could sit here all night if you hadn't told me to like wait until next week.
No, I know. I mean, that's the Martin I know. So really appreciate everybody who's been on the stream with us, people who have asked questions and added comments, and I think we had like a peak viewership of about 80. So just super fun. Cheers. All right, we'll definitely let everybody know when the next one is happening. See if we can continue, Martin. Well, you have his number, so just shoot him a text,
Yeah.
and maybe you guys can.
Oops.
All right. Cheers. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Bye
Martin.
bye.
Bye bye.
You too. Bye.